As speech therapists and educators, we often work with children who have experienced trauma in their lives. And let's be real, the global events of the past few years have been traumatic for most humans on Earth, and children are no exception to this collective trauma. It's absolutely necessary we approach our speech therapy sessions and interactions with children from a trauma-informed or a trauma-sensitive perspective. This means recognizing the potential impact trauma and significant stress has on a child's development and establishing practices that prevent the child from experiencing more trauma. Here are our 5 trauma-informed tips for your speech therapy sessions. Number 1, create a safe and predictable environment. Children who have experienced trauma and high stress often feel anxious and overwhelmed in new or unpredictable situations. When we work to create a safe environment for a child, we're working on creating an environment in which they feel comfortable to take communication risks. When we set up a predictable environment, children know exactly what to expect, which can help decrease anxiety. Number 2, focus on building positive relationships using play-based approaches. Building positive relationships and following a child's lead through play is key for creating a trusting and safe space. This means being actively attuned to the child's needs and interests and responding with empathy and understanding. Number 3, be attuned to the child's needs and boundaries. Regulating emotions may be difficult for some children, and they may also have sensitivities to certain stimuli. It's important to connect to a child's non-spoken cues and to respect their boundaries. Create opportunities for the child to express their needs and preferences by providing a menu of activities or using visual supports and AAC to help their communication. Also, be okay with the child not wanting or not feeling safe enough to communicate with you just yet. It takes time for a child to see you as a trusted adult. Number 4, provide unconditional acceptance. To promote positive self-image and confidence, it's important to focus on the child's strengths and provide them with unconditional acceptance. A child who feels accepted just as they are is more likely to feel safe enough to learn new things. This means if you have a child who loves staring at ceiling fans, you accept this as one of the child's passionate interests and incorporate it into your therapy sessions instead of trying to extinguish the behavior. And number 5, promote autonomy. Prioritize a child's control over their own body and communication. To prioritize a child's control over their own body, limit hand-over-hand or physical prompts. And if you do need to use physical prompts, ask the child for consent before engaging in any physical touch and immediately stop if the child protests. To support communication autonomy, model language in AAC without any expectation or demand placed on the child to communicate, and also accept any and all forms of communication attempts to honor a child's needs and desires. This means if a child reaches past you to grab a snack at snack time without first handing you their PEX card, we don't grab the child's hand and make them communicate with the PEX card. Instead, you provide the child with the snack while verbally modeling what it appears the child is wanting, and then also model on their AAC system. But again, this is without any expectation or demand placed on the child to actually use the system in the moment. In the words of Rachel Madel, we are inspiring, not requiring a child to communicate. By implementing these trauma-sensitive practices, we can create safe and supportive environments where your clients and students can learn, grow, and heal.